This relaxing workshop may be misleading. Several members gathered to explore what seems to be a combination between a meditation and music retreat using a special musical instrument. But behind this workshop, there is also a lot of pain.
I saw this instrument and completely fell in love, so we joined forces and started building this project and spread it around the world. But the whole idea behind those type of instruments are therapeutic, for meditative, and for you can do whatever you want with them. But that's the type of sensation that you get when you play them. And then when it happened, this whole horrible event, I looked for ways, and my partner really pointed me towards this instrument, and that just gave me the power back to me.
28-year-old Nevo Shoulian, the co-director of this workshop, is a musician. On October 7, Nevo was at the Nova Rave in Reim, preparing to perform on one of the side stages.
We were supposed to start the show at around 6, but there was a little bit problem with the microphone, so we had to take a little bit of time to set it up, and then 6:30 we were supposed to start play. When the missile started, the police told us to start to go home, because a lot of people under an influence of different type of drugs, because it's type of parties. At 7 we started hearing shooting from the far, but we didn't really make a lot of sense out of it. We didn't I didn't even get into the car yet. I thought, okay, a little bit shooting. I'm next to 50 policemen. I feel safe. This is something that can happen in those kind of areas. We never imagined it's going to escalate it to that major event. And at 7:30, the massacre started. There was 100 of terrorists started shooting at us, and we ran for our life for a long time. It was very, very long. There was units of people that are shooting at you, and after they're shooting at you, they're taking the people that are wounded. There's another unit of people that are trying to kidnap you. So they're coming in waves. They shoot, and then they kidnap. They shoot, and then they kidnap.
One of the closest people to Nevo is Idan Shtivi, who came with him to the Nova Rave in order to document his performance. Idan was kidnapped to Gaza and was considered missing for weeks. You believe that he is still alive?
I know in my full heart that he's alive. How? I can't tell you for a fact. But for me, it is a fact. I feel it. I feel his pulse. I feel that he's in the air. It's just a very strong feeling that I'm just holding into.
Bo and his business partner, Ortal Peleg, opened a new workshop for the Nova Rave survivors. They bring this instrument called bajin to the participants. The bajin is an original development of Peleg.
And it's important for me to say that the instrument that was chosen to give through the donations that we receive is a very, very simple instrument. So not like this one, which could look a bit more complex and perhaps intimidating. This is very, very simple. Even more simple than this one. And this was designed for people to have something that is just so easy and so accessible that it will just be a part of their lives without any effort.
Ortal and Nevo are now trying to raise money so they can expand their pilot. Meanwhile, Nevo continues to struggle with the outcomes of October 7.
I think the biggest challenge is to really understand that you're living a new life. You had a certain plan, you knew people that are very close to you. Now you need to learn to live in a new reality if you want or don't want. And that new reality have a lot of hardships, a lot of lessons to learn. I think the hardest thing is just to feel calm in this new reality.